toxic and abusive. She's a monster. And by the way, a consummate actress.
What do you think drives her?
Hatred. And rage. And underneath all of that, there's nothing but pure misery.
Toxic relationships can be extremely damaging to one's mental health and well-being. While toxic behavior can manifest in both genders, this piece will focus specifically on how to recognize the warning signs of toxicity exhibited by women towards their male romantic partners. Despite societal assumptions, women are just as capable of displaying psychologically abusive behavior as men. From emotional manipulation tactics to lack of empathy and controlling tendencies, certain toxic patterns displayed by female partners should not be ignored or excused. Here are 7 ways to identify potential toxic behavior in a woman within a romantic relationship using psychological facts and examples. 1. Emotional manipulation. Toxic partners often use insidious emotional manipulation tactics to control their partner's thoughts, feelings, and actions. This can include guilt tripping. G. If you really loved me, you'd do this for me. Gaslighting. Denying reality or making the victim question their own perceptions. Love bombing, showering with excessive affection to quickly form dependence, and playing the victim to deflect blame. These tactics exploit psychological vulnerabilities in positive human traits like empathy. 2. Lack of empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the emotions of others. Toxic individuals frequently display an impaired capacity for empathy, which is often considered a key trait of narcissism and psychopathy. They may remain emotionally detached, dismissive, or unable to validate their partner's experiences and feelings. This emotional disconnect prevents intimacy. 3. Possessiveness and jealousy. Some jealousy can be normal, but toxic jealousy stems from insecurity, mistrust, and a desire to control. Signs include unreasonable accusations, reading into innocent situations, and attempts to control who their partner interacts with. Isolating tactics like demanding their partner cuts off relationships with family/friends are common. This violates autonomy and can enable further abusive behaviors. 4. Verbal abuse. Yelling, name-calling, stupid, worthless, insults targeting character/abilities, and harsh criticism aimed at belittling or demeaning are forms of verbal abuse. It attacks self-worth and can have severe psychological impacts like anxiety and depression. Threats and intimidation also fall under this category of toxic behavior. 5. Blame shifting. Toxic individuals rarely take accountability for problems or conflicts in their relationship. Instead, they use defense mechanisms like projection, attributing their issues onto their partner, rationalization, and making excuses to shift blame. In extreme cases, they may rewrite history by denying previous abusive behaviors, another form of gaslighting. 6. Extreme mood swings. While normal to experience ranges of emotion, toxic partners may exhibit drastic, unpredictable mood swings, suddenly shifting from loving to angry, hostile, or withdrawn over small issues. This emotional dysregulation and volatility creates an unhealthy, turbulent environment and can constitute psychological abuse. 7. Boundary violations. Healthy relationships involve respecting each other's personal boundaries around privacy, autonomy, and consent. However, toxic partners may violate these boundaries through snooping/stalking behaviors, unwanted sexual advances, or controlling personal decisions and freedoms. It shows a lack of respect for their partner's independence. These patterns, driven by narcissism, insecurity, or other psychological factors, can severely erode a partner's self-esteem and well-being over time. A healthy relationship dynamic allows room for both people's needs and personal growth.